shoot. I'm trying that out and testing the waters today, just seeing if anyone's going to join. Honestly, I just came to rip some things. I picked up a couple things over the past few days at Walgreens and different vending machines. One of those things I picked up happened to be this, which is this 2-pack blister, Fusion Strike and Chilling Reign. This was really surprising to get my hands on at Walgreens. Just so you guys know, I'm going to talk as if people are here because I'm pretty sure this saves the video and I can add this to my channel. So this was crazy to find at Walgreens. One, because it's not a repackaged item like these, where you can tell this just got made and they repackaged some Obsidian Flames and Twilight Masquerade. But when I found this at Walgreens, if you flip this over, this actually says 2021 on it. So that was kind of surprising to see. This must have been somewhere in a warehouse, and they grabbed it and sent it to the store. So we're gonna be opening that up to get things started today. Right now I'm just gonna get up and grab my top loaders and some sleeves. And we're gonna rip this little 2-pack here of Fusion Strike and Chilling Reign and see how we do. This was printed in 2021, so it's not being released like those new Fusion Strike 2-packs that came out from Pokemon Center. Ripped a couple of those on the channel and pulled a few hits, nothing too special, but still cool to bag a hit out of Fusion Strike, knowing that doesn't really tend to be too giving. All right, so right here we got our pack of Fusion Strike. And then we also have our pack of Chilling Reign. All right, it comes with a few promos. We got this nice Snorlax promo, which is pretty cool. I checked these earlier. I didn't see any swirlies. You can also see this is way off center to the left. Got a much thicker side going right here. All right, the other promo we got is Applin. Another one where I checked for some Cosmic Swirls, but didn't see any. I don't know if you guys see any. I mean, that kind of looks like one, but that looks like it's not really doing anything as I move the card. All right, this one's also off to the left. You can see it's much thicker on this side. And if I flip it over, we got our thickness going right down here. All right, I think there's one more promo for us to check out. And that's some more Pekka. I like this one. The apple looks pretty dope. All right, again, no Cosmic Swirls going on, but still a pretty nice card. All right, and then we got our code card coming up. So if anybody does play that, here you go. All right, and this comes with a nice coin as well. So for anybody just joining, I picked up a 2-pack blister at Walgreens yesterday. You can see here, this is from 2021, so this definitely was in a warehouse somewhere, and they just happened to send it to the store. So we're gonna rip these 2 packs, and then I also have a few other things we're gonna rip today, just having some fun ripping and checking it out. Yeah, I agree, the Cosmic Swirl is way better. Would have been nice to get one on one of those promos, but not always so lucky. All right, here's your code card for this pack of Chilling Reign. You guys ripped a lot of Chilling Reign. It's been a tough set. I haven't had my chance to get a lot of it, but I do enjoy ripping it. I happen to like the Sword and Shield era sets a lot, personally. I feel the hits are great. Not worth a ton in some of the different sets. Like, I found the Chonky Chew from Vivid Voltage. We got our holo coming up to Serena and Walrein. All right, I'm sure nobody's expecting a lot from these 2-pack blisters here. I mean, if we pull anything, it would be amazing. I mean, you can see here we got a white code card. So never a good sign when you're ripping Fusion Strike or anything from Sword and Shield. But we'll see how we do. I got a couple other things that we're going to be ripping today as well. I picked up a DR booster bundle. So we're going to rip that next right after this. Just seeing how we do here with this 2-packer that we picked up at Walgreens. All right, we got Smeargle, Quillifish. I think our holo's coming up next with Meowth. And we're going to finish out with Araquanid. So that's pretty typical. I'm sure you guys have ripped Fusion and Chilling Reign. One of the great nicknames for Chilling Reign happens to be Chilling Pain, because the rips and the pulls are just so hard to get. All right, Destined Rivals has fortunately been a lot more lucky. I've had some great pulls with this. I haven't pulled the Chase yet, but I have pulled the Nidoking SIR a couple times. My personal favorite card happens to be the Yanmega EX SIR. I think that was one of the best cards in the set. All right. We got 6 packs here. I picked this up in a vending machine today. Vending machines have been super hard to hit lately. I don't know if you guys have been going after them like that, but they're consistently changing the timetables, making it way harder to get a hit these days. Have you guys had a chance to rip a lot of Destin Rivals? And if you have, what have been your top hits? Definitely leave a comment and let us know. All right, we're at our energy here. So we have our first holo coming up. We have Diplin, followed up by Zorora. And last card is our Sneasel. This has been a really hard card to find. I don't know if you guys have had a chance to check out or look for Sneasel, but from everyone who I know who's ripped DR, the Sneasel Holo and Reverse Holo have been 2 of the hardest cards to find. Have you guys ripped a lot of DR? Definitely drop a comment, let us know. And if you have, what card's been the best you've pulled, or what's your personal chase? Okay, let's see how we do here. We got a Wash Rotom, an MC's Hype, Porygon 2, Puppetar, an Ogerpon, Team Rocket's Great Ball, Liepard. Here's our energy. We got a Nidoqueen, followed up by a Team Rocket's Proton, and finishing out with an Articuno. I happen to really like the Articuno. That was the promo given out at Best Buy, and the Zapdos was the promo given out at GameStop. But were you guys, anybody here wait online for the drops? And if you did, which promo did you end up getting here? All right, we're on our second pack here, or third pack here of DR Booster Bundle. We got a Rattata, Nidoran, Houndour, Beldum, Team Rocket's Transceiver, Nidoqueen, and Ampharis. Here's our energy. So our first holo is coming up with Ogerpon, followed up with a Clamperl, and last up is another Zorora. All right, we are halfway through our booster bundle here with Destin Rivals. We got 3 packs left, and we're still waiting for our first hit. Let's keep at it, and let's see what we're going to get today. Okay, here we go. We got a Staryu, Nidorino, Kangaskhan, Drowsy, Huntail, Pinsir, a Sacred Ash. Here's our energy. So our first holo is coming up with Mankey, followed up by Zamazenta. And last up is going to be our first hit with a Sea Titan EX. All right. Definitely hoping for something better in these next few packs here. We put a couple Sea Titans on the channel. You've had a chance to check out some of our videos. All right, we got 2 packs left here. Let's see how we do. Hopefully we don't need to count on some last pack magic and we pull a nice hit out of this pack. All right, here we go. We got a Chingling, Grimer, Tarantula, Yanma, Granite Cave, Melodic, a Liepard. Here's our energy. So our first holo is coming up with Purloin, followed up with Eradicate, and last up is going to be an Annihilate reverse holo. All right, everybody, we do need some last pack magic here. Let's hope we get it. I'd like to say hi to all the family that joined for my first live. Hola. Mary, hola Jesse. Hi to my wife who's also joined upstairs. All right, we got a Cyndaquil, a Zubat, Nosepass, Eradicate, Hypno, Arbok, a Spikemouth Gym. We got our energy, so our first holo is coming up with Quilava, followed by a Flaffy, and finishing out with a Zamazenta. Wow, everybody, that was a really rough booster bundle to be ripping on our first live show. The only hit we managed to get out of that was a Sea Titan EX. I would definitely call that a rough first pull. All right, we got a few loose packs here we're going to try to rip as well. And then that's going to be it for my first live show. Do a little pack battle here. We got 3 packs of Stellar Crown, and we got 3 packs of Surging Sparks. We're going to rip these and see which one produces the best hits for us. Got these out of a vending machine earlier today, this morning actually. This was a morning run. I got there at about 5:50 and waited till they opened at 6. And I happened to be the only person that was waiting. So do you guys hit the vending machines often? Where do you find your Pokemon today? It's definitely been a wild ride trying to find anything out there in the wild. I'm on Discords, I'm on group chats, and still it can be extremely difficult to get anything. All right, that was our first pack of Stellar Crown. We didn't quite get anything in that one there. We're going to be going on to pack number 2 right now. Hola, Theo. Hola, Jesse. Okay, we're on pack number 2 of Stellar Crown, doing a little pack battle with some Surging Sparks. Do you guys rip a lot of Stellar Crown? And if you do, what has been your chase and what have you found so far? The Terrapagos SIR is one of the nicest cards in the set, and I do believe is the chase. All right, we got a Finian here, and there we go. We got a Melmetal EX. Already doing better with the Stellar Crown than we did with almost the entire bundle of Destined Rivals just now. All right, we got 1 pack left, and then we're going to jump over to our Surging Sparks. I think Surging Sparks has some of the toughest pull rates of any of the sets out right now. I mean, not nearly as tough as Prismatic Spin, but Stellar Crown normally could be pretty giving, so I'm still hoping we grab a head here. All right, we got a Palmy, and we got a Raging Bolt to finish this out here. All right, we got 3 packs of Surging Sparks left here for our first live. Appreciate everyone who joined and stayed on for a few minutes extra here just to check it out. Hopefully we get some nice pulls here to finish out this one. Let's see how we do. All right, we got a Zebra Strike, Marill, Reller, Graplocked, Fluttermane, Bruxish, Meddling Memo. Here's our basic energy. So we got an Oranguru, followed up with a Primate. And there you go, we got a Tatsugiri EX. Not too bad from some loose packs from a vending machine. I'll take it. Looks like Surging Sparks and Stellar Crown are producing just as good a hits as that booster bundle did. All right, we got 2 packs of Surging Sparks left. Hopefully we got 2 packs with hits from the vending machine. Let's see how we do here. We got Kyrogonal, Uxie, Charcadet, Smoochum, Technical Machine Fluorite. Here's a Ninetales, Garafia. Here's our basic energy. We got a Sea Total, followed by a Gravity Mountain, and finishing out with Koforagus. All right, everybody, let's get some last pack magic. This is going to be our last pack on our Ripz today for our first live stream. All right, let's see how we do for our last pack. We got a Dino, Drasna, Esper, Watchero, Appletoon, Corridon, Dragon Elixir, Basic Energy. We got Stunfisk, followed up with a Chakradette, and finishing out with a Gouging Fire. Well, not much of a victory for either packs for the pack battle here. We had Melmetal EX from Stellar Crown and a Tatsugiri EX from Surging Sparks. I really want to thank you guys for joining and sticking around for our first live show. I plan on doing one next month. We'll be doing a giveaway, so make sure you hit that subscribe button, and we'll see you guys next time. This is Hidden Rips. I'm Seth, and I love to rip.